Big idea number 7 is to provide structure and routines. Both children and adults benefit from routines and structure. Routines give children a sense of security and help them to develop self-discipline. When children know what will happen next, they are more comfortable. If too many changes are happening in a child's life, whether big or little, it's very hard for them to feel not in control. Many times we see children who do not live with routines and structure acting out and doing things that are destructive and harmful. Kids need regular meal times, regular bedtimes, and routines that they can count on nearly every day, like a story before bedtime. Children who grow up in homes that have established routines and structure have an easier time getting used to the structure of school. It also gives them a good head start in learning how to organize themselves when they become adults.
It's 8 o'clock, time for bed.
Can't we stay up a little longer?
Come on, you know the rules. First you brush your teeth, then I'll read you a story, then I'll tuck you in.
I know, Dad. I thought I'd try anyway.
All right, let's go. Hey. Did we get our teeth brushed?
Yes.
High five. And what do we do next?
Read a story.
Read a story. Guess what? I just happen to have a story. If kisses were colors.
Children will benefit from structure and routines that are easy to remember, yet flexible enough to change when necessary. This can really help keep families organized. When children know what is expected from them, they behave better and accomplish more. Routines eliminate power struggles and help children follow rules and become independent. Big idea number 8 is that all children need to grow up in homes that are safe, stable, and nurturing. When we hold, cuddle, rock, sing to, feed, kiss, or do other nurturing behaviors while caring for infants and young children, we're bonding with them and helping them to bond with us. How we interact with babies and children and how much time we adults spend with babies and young children is very important to their healthy development. Infants need attentive, responsive, and loving caregiving. This means that babies need someone to pay special attention to them throughout the day, like playing, reading, and singing with them. Babies also need their needs responded to quickly. This means holding a baby when he cries, feeding him when he is hungry, cleaning him when he is dirty, and cuddling and hugging him when he needs attention. All babies need to be taken care of by someone who puts the baby's needs first. Many of us have been told that if we do all of these things, then the baby will be spoiled. We want you to know that that's not possible. In fact, babies who get the most attention actually become the most independent when they get older.
I'm tired. It's time for your nap, Mama. Come on. It's okay. Just put you down. Okay, Mama's coming. I'm coming to get you.
Babies and children need strong and loving relationships with their parents and other caregivers in order to grow up to be confident and well-adjusted adults. A baby and young child without positive relationships and early bonding experiences are at risk for many social and emotional problems. We need to provide safe and loving places for children to be. Children who hear a lot of yelling or witness or are victims to violence are less likely to be secure and more likely to have trouble in school and in making friends. Children who have loving relationships and have developed secure attachments with their caregivers feel safer and are more self-confident. Big idea number 9 is that parents are their children's first teachers. Most of what our children learn, they will learn from us. They will learn how to talk, they will learn how to get along with others, they'll learn how important education is from us also. They will always be watching what we say and do. So we need to remember to act like we want our children to act. It is not good enough to say, do as I say, not as I do. Children will do as we do. If we want our children to grow to be the best that they can be, we need to know what we can do to give them the right start. Here are some important facts. 90% of children's brain structure is developed by age 5. The first 5 years of children's lives are critical to their future success. A child begins learning even before he or she is born. Babies and young children need to hear lots and lots of words. The biggest predictor of children's academic achievement is the number of vocabulary words that they know before they enter school. Todd Risley and Betty Hart, in their 1995 book, Meaningful Differences in the Everyday Lives of American Children, found that children who heard the greatest amount of language when they were young had the highest achievement test scores, while children who heard the least amount of language had the lowest achievement test scores. Some research has shown that these language gaps are evident even when children are 18 months old. Some parents think there is no reason to speak to their babies and young children because they will not understand what they are saying. The truth is, by speaking to them more and as early as possible, you are setting the foundation they need to develop the ability to learn and understand more language. Our children need to live in language-rich environments. Reading is one way to do this, but there are many other ways too, such as talking, singing, and listening to music together.
So how was school today?
Fine.
Who'd you play with today?
Allison.
What'd you guys play?
Arctic.
Arctic? How do you play Arctic?
2 centers. Pretend they're in the Arctic.
Pretend you're in the Arctic? That sounds like fun.
Kids who have lots of conversations with their parents do better in school. We also need to try to reduce the amount of time our children spend watching TV, playing video games, and playing on the computer. We call this screen time. Too much screen time is not good for children and their development. These activities interfere with children's learning, and they interfere with healthy physical and social development. The American Academy of Pediatrics recommends that kids under 2 years old should not watch any TV, and that those older than 2 years old should watch no more than 1 to 2 hours a day, and that should only be quality programming. We are our children's best and first teachers. To help our children be the best that they can be, we need to take seriously our role as our children's first teacher. Big idea number 10 is to take time each day to let your children know how special they are to you. These years go by quickly. They're not easy years, but they are very special years. Your children are growing and making new discoveries each day. Enjoy these moments with them. Throughout this DVD, we have given examples of how to help our children grow to be healthy emotionally and socially. We've talked about attachment and bonding, and have learned about effective ways to help our kids behave appropriately. We've also talked about how it's important to take care of ourselves too. We know that by doing everything we've talked about, this will help our children grow to be the best that they can be. The more we can be consistent with these practices, the better off the kids will be. However, we know that there are no perfect parents and no perfect children. Just try hard to do the things you've learned and ask for help when you need it. All children need to know they are special to someone, and as parents and caregivers, we can help kids to feel secure, be their first teachers, and to support them throughout their development right from the start.
When looking for healthy food for your children, please remember Merced Organics.